Hello, welcome back to the channel, and happy playoffs, everyone. Congrats to those that made it. The Seahawks, Niners, Giants, Vikings, Cowboys, Bucs, Chargers, Jags, Dolphins, Bills, Ravens, Bengals, Chiefs, Eagles. As a Lions fan, unfortunately, did not make the playoffs. That being said, pretty good reason why not. Not really pretty good reason why not, but it's okay that we didn't beat Rodgers, went 5-1 in the division, and the fraud in our division is probably going to get exposed in the first round. But hey, I'm jumping ahead of myself. This will be the NFC Playoff Prediction video. I'm going to go through the first round and then hypothetically moving from there, talk about some value and some futures, if I believe that's the case. First game will be the Niners at the Seahawks, other way around, Seahawks at Niners. Minus 10, over under 43. Now it's down to 42. I'm looking at it live here. This game's going to be ugly. Seahawks back their way into the playoffs, going to overtime against the Rams. I think they get absolutely suffocated here. This is men meets boys. I really do think it's going to get bad. Niners are going to absolutely murder this team. I would take the under everything for Seahawks, over everything for Niners. I'm talking 20-point blowout. I know that's very rare to happen in the playoffs, especially in the NFL. I'm really thinking like a 35-13 game here. I guess that'd be the over as well, but yeah, it's going to be ugly. I know that I'm looking at here, the leaders for every stat is all on the Seahawks with Kenneth Walker, Metcalf, and Geno Smith having a great year, all three of them. But I think it ends here. The Niners are hungry. They're playing real good ball. They should be the 1 seed because Eagles backed into it. But Niners are playing really good. They've already played with Brock Purdy, and it was a pretty good game. But yeah, I really do think that this is going to be a kind of an ugly beatdown game. No reason to keep going on it. Niners will sit in the ball, go on long, slow death drives, death by committee. Jordan Mason, Elijah Mitchell, Christian McCaffrey, even now Deebo Samuel's back. I don't know if he'll be running it as much, but they're gonna be going. Up next, probably the most interesting game of the weekend. Not going to be as talked about as much as the last game of the NFC. But for me, I think the New York Giants at Vikings, it's going to be a minus 3 over under 48. It was 48.5 down to 48. I really do like this game. I think the Giants are an unbelievably well-coached team. Vikings are really skilled, but oof, man, I mean, what is it, a minus 4 point differential, and they're 13-4. That tells you all you need to know. It's 4:30 on Fox, so it's not a primetime game for our good friend Kirk Cousins from the Michigan State. But I do think the Giants are going to win this one out. 3 points is fine. I'll take. I don't even need those 3 points. I think it's going to be a straight up win for the Giants. I know everyone's on this take, which is probably scary, but the Giants are a really sound football team fundamentally. Even got a little skill position help now with Isaiah Hodgins kind of becoming their number 1 receiver. Kenny Galladay remembered how to catch a football last week with his first touchdown of the season. And Daniel Jones is a legit dual threat quarterback, which is insane. There may be a video floating around of me hysterically laughing at my good friends Bama and Weldon when we were on our dorm room freshman year when they drafted him. That might have to be put in my face if they win, but I'm rooting for the Giants in this game. Vikings are a fraud. Lions should have beaten them twice, only lost to them once. But yeah, when these two teams played earlier, it was Vikings won by 3 on I don't know if it was by 3, but they won on a field goal, a last second big kick. I think it was 3, yeah. On Christmas Eve, it was a 50-something yard field goal, and if you need that to win, I mean, they've done it a lot this year. They're kind of almost the TCU. I guess, I mean, they both wear purple. They both play close games. They have a worse record than TCU, but, they're both, like a cat with 9 lives. But they've had quite a few. So, yeah, I think the Vikings will keep it close, but the Giants will edge them here. I would not be surprised. Obviously, this game goes either way with it being a 3-point spread. But this probably will be the best game of the weekend. So it's on prime time at Sunday. I guess, I don't know if prime time 4:30, but I mean, everyone will be watching it, obviously, if it's the playoffs, but it's not the 1 o'clock slot, so who cares? But yes, I like the Giants to advance. So that's a 6 seed and a 2 seed advancing, which means it'd be Eagles versus Giants going forward. But in that matchup, Giants Eagles, hypothetically, I really like the Giants. They'll probably be catching 6.5, 5.5. I like the Giants to keep it close again because Eagles been they got to get healthy though. But everyone will be picking the Giants next week, and that's the weekend to count against them. They'll get hyped up and they'll coached up enough for one game. They'll win this game against the Vikings and then lose the Eagles that week. So Eagles are playing probably the Niners in the championship game. I can just talk about that one real quick. And I think the Niners will beat them, and I think the Niners will represent the NFC. But who will be playing the Niners next round? That'll be the winner of the Cowboys at Buccaneers. The Bucs are a 3-point underdog. It's now a 2.5-point underdog, and the over/under is still 45.5. This will be on Monday, January 16th, Martin Luther King Day, at 8:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, ESPN. The Cowboys are talented, but they're the Cowboys. They're playing Tom Brady, who's never lost to the Cowboys. The Bucs stink. God, this is a tough game. It's going to be a great game to watch. Give me the Bucs. It's Tom Brady. You can't doubt him until he's dead, you know. Ding dong, which is dead. The people we celebrating when he leaves or loses and leaves the NFL. But I think he'll be on the Dolphins next year. It's my bold prediction. People are thinking Raiders, but I think it's Dolphins. But yeah, I think the Bucs will be able to win the game here. Their defense is really good. It's gotten better over time. The offensive line's getting healthy. They're getting a lot of their guys back. They were able to run the ball 2 weeks ago and take care of business then. I think they'll do the same thing against Cowboys team that's struggling. They had a real bad game last week, which is the only thing I think is going for the Cowboys, is they have a tough week of practice, bounce back. Dak has been horrific. And against this defense, you cannot make mistakes. Making mistakes against this Bucs defense, that's the only chance you have, is, you know, giving Tom Brady a bit of a shorter field. Death by field goals with how bad the red zone offense is. But we've seen in the past few weeks that Tom Brady's starting to get back on page with Mike Evans. He's been on page all year with Chris Godwin, but he's getting back on page with Mike Evans, and that's going to get scary if you're playing against this team. So I do like the Bucs to win outright. I have 2 underdogs winning, which is unlikely out of the 3 games. So good luck to me. Point score-ish, I would say 20-16. That's my guess. So that'll be an under game. It'll be a real football, obviously a real football game, but it'll be a real tough game. Physical in the trenches. Who wants it more? Lots of punts, ugly football in the first half, but I think they'll figure it out towards the end. That'd be the Niners winning, the Giants winning, and the Bucs winning. So it'd be Bucs at Niners, Brady against maybe the new Brady, that people are already calling him, with Brock Purdy, last overall pick in the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. I think it's going to be a real close game. Everyone's going to probably be picking. It's weird. I mean, the Niners and Bucs already played, and the Niners won by 100. It was Brock's first game. I think it'll be closer. Shanahan's obviously got a little bit of in him where he kind of outcoaches himself, but it'll be tough to lose this game. I think the Niners will win real close. I like both underdogs, the Bucs and the Giants, to cover next week. I'll probably do another video about it, but these are just my full predictions. And then the Niners will edge out the Eagles in an absolute great running the football, almost like a Service Academy style game, I think. It'll be a lot of running under big time. First team to get 3 touchdowns wins, if even that. So Niners will be representing the NFC, and they'll be facing someone in the AFC. I almost spoiled my next video. So that's the NFC. I'll probably put this video out first as they're the first game, so I'll give myself an extra few hours for you to watch the next video, which will be the AFC prediction, which will probably come out Friday night. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Peace.